So for the last part of this assignment, this is what you're going to be doing on your own. You can either create a new application or you can modify the one from last week. If you do create a new one, make sure you add individual user authentication in case you decide to use this as a basis for your term project. As far as the requirements, you do need a model. Model should have at least 3 properties. In a controller, you are going to be using the model, so you need to have a using statement at the top with the model's namespace. And then you are going to be creating an object and passing it to a view. This is exactly what we did for the new employee, where we displayed a form. They filled it in and submitted it. We took the form data, filled in the object properties, passed that along to a view. That is what you need to do here. In your views, you should have at least one graphic that you add. You do need a strongly typed view. So, creating a form, submitting, having the controller create an object, passing that object to the view, and using the model razor to access those properties and display them is creating a strongly typed view. And that's exactly what we did in the new employee form and the employee confirmation. And that is what you need to do here. Then you need to create a view that accepts data from a form and displays something dynamically when the form posts. So we did the gross pay calculator, okay, where we had hours and we had pay and we submitted and it did the calculation. So you are going to want to do something similar. And if this is a new view, then of course you need to add the action method to a controller. So you can do a numeric, you can do some kind of numeric calculation, but you could also just display some of the information from the form, okay, like at the bottom, and that would be fine. Okay, so you can kind of decide what you're going to do there. Then you need to create an array within a view, and then loop through that array to display the data. If this is a new view, then you have to make sure that you've added the action method to the controller. In one of your views, you need to use an if-else structure or a switch, a nested if-else or a switch. Okay, so you need that in one of your views. And if it's a brand new view, not in the controller, you need to make sure you add the action method to the controller. And then finally, once you have all of this set up, you need to edit the layout page and include access to the different views in your menu. Now, the app can be named whatever you want. Okay, and once you're done, you're going to add it to GitHub. And then you also need to demo actually both of the projects to me. And I do have an example you can download, and I will also be adding this example to GitHub, so you can download it from there as well. And for my particular example, I did it in Bootstrap 3, and trying to update to Bootstrap 4 involved way too much, so I left it on Bootstrap 3. So for yours, I will leave it up to you whether you're going to use Bootstrap 3 or 4, but if this is something that you want in your final project, I would switch it to Bootstrap 4 immediately. because it's really hard to do it after the fact because you've got a lot of other styling in there. And so then there's dependencies built in. Okay, so updating right away is preferred and will cause much less headaches. If you have questions or you run into problems, let me know and I will help you. If it's a problem with code and you're on campus, obviously you can show me it. Otherwise, you are going to have to throw it up on GitHub so that I can take a look at it.